GreggBishop, and I'm the Executive Director of the Social Justice Fund that was founded by Clara Usai in 2020.
Yes, Mr. Gregg, always a pleasure as always.
Always good seeing you.
4 new partnerships. Can you walk us through how this came about?
Yeah, so as you know, every summer, as part of our Belong Brooklyn initiative, we pick a particular cause to invest in and not only support those organizations, but also raise awareness of what those organizations are doing. As you know, Clara is a really big supporter of criminal justice work. And this year we decided to focus on 4 organizations that are participating in violence interrupting in Brooklyn. So these organizations have a number of individuals who may have either been, formerly incarcerated or, former gang members, etc. And they are invested in keeping neighborhoods around Brooklyn safe. And so what they do is they try to disrupt violence interrupters. And if violence happens, they try to reduce the retaliatory nature of some of the gun violence that we see in our communities. So I'm really excited that we have 4 really, really great organizations that have been doing a lot of work in Brooklyn. We have supported them this year with a $25,000 grant. And today we are actually going to showcase the work that they're doing at this Liberty game. We use the assets that we have. We have about 16,000 fans who are here to take in a Liberty game. You hear them right now. And so we will present them center court and let folks scan a QR code so they can learn more about those organizations and hopefully support them with donations.
Yeah, something that in my research coming across each organization is that they're so community based and they 100%. Really sort of like work to uplift the borough even when things are especially tight, especially for you guys at Social Justice Fund. The political environment is what it is. Just what do you think is the meaning of being able to partner with those organizations who are on the ground floor doing that direct work with the community?
So, I think, one of the things, and you hit the nail on the head in terms of like why we focus on grassroots organizations, Clara really believes that, in order to make an impact, you have to start with the community. It started off when she made the announcement to invest $50 million in Brooklyn over 10 years. She met with community leaders and asked the question, what should she focus on, right? So that philosophy continues throughout, we are in year 5, so we're at the halfway mark. And so working with local organizations, we know we will have the impact that we are looking for, right? They are the mayors of their neighborhoods. You know this, like if you're in East Flatbush, there's somebody that everyone knows in East Flatbush and respects, right? Yeah. And so that is sort of like the model that we use for a number of our different initiatives to ensure that we have complete penetration in the borough.
Yeah. Something especially with that is that you guys are really able to sort of like boost and amplify what they do and sort of build that community spirit.
Yes.
Just as you guys sort of continue the work you're doing, how do you think that sort of like guiding light will sort of like direct you to the next part of the work?
So I think, one of the things that we're very proud of is that, we will continue, as you said, the political environment has changed a little bit, but the work remains the same. Like we are investing in communities that have been under-resourced for decades. And so we continue to work with local organizations to understand the needs of those local community. So what are some of the needs of businesses in the different communities? What are the needs of like the community itself? You have been at some of our events, when we refurbish a basketball court, it's because we've done the research, we've talked to local community leaders, and we've found areas that have not had the investment, and we want to be a catalyst for additional investment. And so that model will continue, and we will continue adjusting based on what is the need for the community and also Brooklyn. So when we first launched, our focus was really on saving businesses from the pandemic. We created a loan program. I'm proud to say 4 out of 5 businesses that took a loan from us are still in business today. 40% of those businesses have hired additional people. So not only did we retain jobs, but we created jobs. And that is the goal that Clara wants to see, is that our investments are actually saving businesses and creating businesses.
And I know you got a lot on your plate tonight. So as we wrap up, is there anything I didn't ask that you want to shout out or put special attention to?
No, I think the main thing is that we will continue focusing on economic accountability, and racial justice. And that has been the tenets of our work. And so look out for our mid-year report, a midpoint report for the first 5 years in the fall that we're going to release. And so you'll hear about all the great things that we've done so far.
All right. Always a pleasure.
Always a